Good evening, viewers. This is Talk of Africa 360, reporting from Accra, Ghana, where a major economic shift is officially underway. President John Dramani Mahama has today formally launched the much-anticipated 24-hour economy policy, a bold and transformative initiative aimed at revitalizing Ghana's economy, creating jobs, and unlocking the nation's full productive potential in a vibrant ceremony attended by business leaders, entrepreneurs, trade unions, and members of the diplomatic corps. President Mahama described the 24-hour economy as a game-changer for Ghana's future, one that will restructure the economy around continuous productivity, innovation, and opportunity. The policy, according to President Mahama, is designed to maximize the use of existing infrastructure and resources by encouraging selected industries to operate in multiple shifts, morning, evening, and night. This means longer operating hours for manufacturing, logistics, agro-processing, healthcare, public services, and more, creating thousands of new jobs and supporting a more dynamic, inclusive economy. In his words, this is not just about working longer hours. This is about working smarter, unlocking new income streams, and making Ghana more competitive in global and regional markets. President Mahama also emphasized that this policy will be voluntary, incentivized, and carefully coordinated with tax reliefs, power subsidies, and security guarantees for businesses that choose to participate. Priority will also be given to youth employment and women-led enterprises, ensuring that economic growth reaches every corner of society. He further assured Ghanaians that the 24-hour economy will not come at the expense of workers' rights. Rather, it will be implemented in full collaboration with labor unions, employers, and communities to ensure fair compensation, safety, and balance. Economists have praised the policy as ambitious and forward-thinking, especially at a time when job creation and energy efficiency are top national priorities. In closing, President Mahama called on all Ghanaians, from the private sector to civil society, to embrace this new vision for growth. Let us build a Ghana where productivity never sleeps and where opportunity is available to all, not just during the day, but around the clock.
Welcome to Talk of Africa 360, your source for insightful news, analysis, and thoughtful commentary. If you value informed perspectives and fact-based reporting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Disclaimer: the content on this channel is based on reliable public sources and credible online information. It is intended strictly for educational and analytical purposes. We do not promote or endorse political violence, hate speech, or any form of discrimination. Our goal is to inform, not to inflame. Thanks for being here. Let's stay informed together.
We export raw materials and we import refined finished products. We ship cocoa, gold, timber, and oil abroad, only to repurchase them as chocolates, jewelry, furniture, and fuel at a far greater cost. This model does not serve our people. It has never served our people. It generates foreign jobs, it fuels foreign economies, and funds foreign healthcare and education systems. While our youth remain unemployed, our industries stagnate, and our imports balloon. We had laid the essential foundation then for energy infrastructure, for roads, for ICT systems, and human capital investment. But we knew that we needed to go further. And that meant we needed an integrated, bold, and coherent approach that dismantled the silos of past policies. The 24-hour plus program is that collective answer. And so we've moved from slogan to strategy today. In 2020 and again in 2024, thank you. In 2020 and again in 2024, the idea of a 24-hour economy captured national attention. It became a slogan of hope, a symbol that change was necessary and that it was possible. Our task now is to move from vision to implementation, from aspiration to action. This launch is not the end, but it is the beginning of a massive national mobilization. But let me be clear here. The 24H+ agenda is not simply about extending working hours. It is about unleashing productivity, expanding opportunity, accelerating exports through well-structured, multi-sectoral, and inclusive interventions. And so we'll have national consultation and co-design. And over the past 6 months, the 24-hour+ secretariat under the presidential advisor, Mr. Guzitano, and his team, has undertaken an extensive national engagement process. They've listened to entrepreneurs, both large and small, both formal and informal. They've listened to organized labor, cooperatives, farmers, and traders. They've listened to artists, technologists, traditional rulers, and religious bodies. They've consulted with diaspora groups, development agencies, investors, and infrastructure experts. They've talked to youth and women's organizations, scientists, and educational institutions. Alongside the private sector, the Secretariat has worked with government ministries, departments, and agencies to align regulatory, fiscal, and institutional frameworks to the program. The 24-hour+ agenda comprises synergistic sub-programs that are tailored to key value chains, and you must have heard the ministers mentioning them. These include Grow 24. Now, Grow 24 is about boosting agricultural productivity, agro-processing, and food security. Make 24 is about revitalizing our manufacturing and industrialization. Build 24 is about accelerating infrastructure, construction, housing, and public works. Show 24 is about harnessing Ghana's rich creative, cultural, and tourism assets. And Connect 24 is about fixing our logistic chains, transport warehousing, ports, energy, and digital infrastructure. And Fund 24 is about unlocking innovative financing through credit guarantee schemes, blended finance, and venture capital. Aspire 24 is about building the skills of our people, our values, our ethics, and digital capacity for competitiveness. And Go 24 is about mobilizing all sectors, religious, security, academic, and civic, for national productivity and pride. This structure ensures depth and focus. We're not attempting to fix everything everywhere all at once. We're targeting high-impact, job-rich, and export-oriented sectors with strong forward and backward linkages. And now, so what is the famous Volta Economic Corridor we're talking about? That is our flagship anchor. While the 24-hour+ program is national in scope, our flagship intervention is the Volta Economic Corridor, a transformational effort to unlock the economic and environmental potential of the Volta Lake and its surrounding lands. Ladies and gentlemen, our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, envisioned the Volta project at Akosombo not only as a source of power to power Ghana's industrial sector. He also saw it as an integrated project that will provide agribusiness, it will provide lands for agriculture, irrigation. Unfortunately, that aspect of his vision have been lost. Today, we're recreating Kwame Nkrumah's dream. Today, Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's dream comes alive again. We will irrigate over 2 million hectares of land for intensive agriculture under Grow 24. We will establish agro-industrial parks for textiles, pharmaceuticals, and food processing under Make 24. We will develop tourism clusters along the lake under Show 24. will turn the lake into a central transport corridor that connects the north to the south and the east to the west under Connect 24. And so, ladies and gentlemen, imagine a future where fresh fruits and vegetables from Tamale are air freighted daily to Europe and other destinations. Imagine aquaculture along the lake, the Volta Lake, that sustains jobs and provides nutrition, and ports on the Volta Lake that reduce our transportation costs by up to 80%. This is how we unlock the full value of inland Ghana and reconnect with our Sahelian neighbors. The finance and implementation institutional frameworks for 24-hour plus. The private sector will lead the 24-hour plus program. Government will facilitate and not dominate. Government will facilitate and not dominate. Any government funding in 24-hour plus will be catalytic, serving as seed funding for the 24-hour plus authority and supporting bulk infrastructure. Enterprise financing will be sourced through commercial banks, DFIs, and blended finance instruments. Fund 24 will address access to capital, collateral constraints, and the short-term nature of most of our banking finance. Credit guarantee schemes will support risk sharing without breaching our fiscal covenants with our multilateral institutions. And as announced, the Secretariat will evolve into an autonomous 24-hour plus authority that reports directly to the President. This policy is made for Ghana in the future. And so when I say report directly to the President, I don't mean only this President. It will report to the next President and the next President and the next President. The 24-hour plus program will be the catalyst for Ghana's economic growth, and we are sure that it will make Ghana prosper. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a call to national action. Distinguished guests, a new model of economic development grounded in productivity, powered by the private sector and coordinated by the state is going to be unveiled. Our national strategy includes inclusive growth, export expansion, job creation, and structural transformation. We are under no illusions. The path is going to be challenging, but we will succeed. The path will be challenging, but we will succeed. And we will succeed with discipline, coordination, and shared purpose. The 24-hour plus agenda allows us to do things in a different way, and to do them better, and to do them together. We call on the private sector, labor unions, development partners, traditional authorities, youth, and civil society to embrace this initiative. Ghana belongs to all of us. The work of transformation must be the task of all of us. And so today, as a symbol of our collective commitment, I will unveil the official logo of the 24-hour plus program. And this is going to be a bold visual expression of our ambition to build a resilient, self-reliant, and a productive Ghana. And so, with this unveiling, it is my honor and privilege to declare the 24-hour economy agenda and accelerated export development program officially launched. Let us rise to this task with unity, courage, and resolve. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your address. And now we will invite Mr. Guzitano, who is the Presidential Advisor on the 24-hour economy and the accelerated export development. We also have with us the Trade Minister, Madam Elizabeth Ojari, as well as Madam Valerie Sawyer, who is Senior Presidential Advisor on Government Affairs. They will join the President to unveil the 24-hour plus E logo. It's a big day in Ghana's history. The 24-hour plus program aiming to build a modern and self-reliant and resilient economy. And we'll also have the Vice President join us, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, to complete the team that will unveil the logo. There we go. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and there you go. And that's our 24-hour logo launched today on the 2nd of July, 2025, to the glory of God. Thank you so much, our dignitaries, to take their seats. And just to remind you that this 24-hour plus program aims to build a modern and self-reliant and resilient economy, one that is driven by production, is globally competitive, and is anchored in decent jobs, is designed to reduce our dependence on imports, expand local industry, and ensure that no Ghanaian is left behind. Beyond optimizing the use of all our resources, it's about building an economy that works better, fairer, and smarter for everyone, every hour of the day. Once again, thank you so much, Mr. President. Asan Kushunga, thank you so much for your address. I will, thank you. We will now hear some music from Harmonious Chorale, and their music is a call to us to awaken to the possibilities of the 24-hour economy. It's titled Niem Gom, and Harmonious Chorale will give us that beautiful music as we meditate on what has just occurred and what is to come in the future. Harmonious Chorale, take it away. Thank you.
As reactions continue to pour in from across the continent, one thing is clear. Africa is demanding respect, sovereignty, and accountability. Was this just a diplomatic misstep or a deeper sign of shifting global alliances? We'll be watching closely. If you found this story important, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real, unfiltered African news. This is Talk of Africa 360, telling the stories that matter.